Deploying your ASP.NET Core application to Azure unlocks the world of possibilities, reliability, scalability, and of course the seamless integration with a lot of modern cloud services. My name is Remik, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you step by step how to take your ASP.NET Core application from your local development environment and how to launch it live on the Microsoft Azure, the one of the most used and most popular cloud providers that are available. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then I highly recommend to smash the subscribe button down below to not miss any new videos related to .NET, to leave the comment, to give me a like, and now let's get started. Alright guys, so as you see on the screen, I have created .NET 9 Web API and I haven't changed anything for now. This is the starting template from the Microsoft, and I would like to deploy this Azure deployment.api to Azure. So this tutorial will consist of two big steps. The first one will be to create the app service in Azure portal, and then we'll integrate it with the Azure deployment.api from the Visual Studio. We'll click on the publish and then fetch already existing app service and deploy the code to this app service. So the first thing to do will be to log in into the Azure portal, to select app services and click on create. And you have 4 options, and we'll focus in this tutorial only on the free plan of the deployment of your application. So we'll not, of course, assign, for instance, the web app and the database. It will be covered in some other video. So today I'm only will deploy the API, so I will select the web application. You have to select your subscription and create the resource group if you don't have any. So I'll create the new resource group and it will be called my application 123. Let's say we have to type the web application name, so it will be called, in my case, my tutorial.azure websites.net. I will select the runtime stack, so we'll use .NET 9. Operating system will be Windows, and you have to choose your region. So based on where your customers or the users are located, for sure you need to select the proper region. And as you see, you have also the app service pricing plan. So we'll select the free, but of course, if you have the production system and you would like to have some other option than free, so with the higher load, and you know that you have the high traffic on your system, of course, it's recommended to not choose the free plan, but for the demonstration purposes and for some hobby project or the testing projects, of course, the free will be enough. So I will choose the free F1 pricing plan. The next, database. As you see, the database is only available for the basic or higher app service plan. So going back to the previous, if you would like to integrate also with the database, of course, the pricing plan has to be different. So next and next. Here you have the option to set up the continuous deployment from the GitHub if you have this option available. So if you would like to have the CI/CD from the GitHub, then of course it's recommended to set up the continuous deployment, but I will not assign any of those in this tutorial for the simplicity. Enable public address, I will select on. In this section, you can assign the option to enable application insights for yes or no. By default, it's no. If you would like to know more about application insights and how to set it up properly, then of course you can check out the video that is displayed on the right top corner. I have created the video about the details of the application insights in Azure and how to set up this in your .NET Web API. But now I'll just select the no and click next. Here you can assign the tags, but also those tags will not be needed for us. And now, as you see, we have all the details and we can click on create. As we see, the app service has been created, so we can click on go to resource. We have the my tutorial on the top, and this is the web app. We have all the details about the resource group, subscription, and so on and so forth. And we have the also public address. So we can click on browse. And as you see, we have the message that your web application is running and waiting for your content. So now we have to go to the Visual Studio and deploy our weather forecast application to this app service. Alright guys, and now in the Visual Studio 2022 or your IDE, you have to log in to the same account that you were using in Azure to create the app service in order to see this resource in your IDE. So now after logging in, you have to click on the publish and you have to choose the Azure app service of the type Windows, because this was the type that we assigned in the Azure portal. You should see your resource group and also the app service that we've created. So it will be my tutorial in my case. And the last step, the optional, will be to choose the API management. For the internal use, it's not needed. It's like the enhanced monitoring, caching, rate limiting, and so on and so forth. So if you have like the production ready system, of course, API management is recommended, but for the internal use, it's not needed at all. So I will click on finish. And now close. And now we can see the overview of the published profile that was created. Of course, you are free to change some settings that are available there by yourself, but I will just leave it as it is, so the default ones. And now we'll click on the publish button in order to publish this API to Azure. As we see, it was successfully published to Azure. I have my URL and we have 404 error now. So as we know, the weather forecast API has only one endpoint to get the weather forecast. So we have to add weather forecast at the end. And we see that we are getting the response from our API. So it was successfully deployed to the Azure App Service. Alright guys, so this is the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below to not miss any new .NET content. Also to give me the like and write the comment down below in the comment section. See you in the next tutorial.